Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Sunday School here at First United Methodist Church. Man, we are so glad that all of you are joining us this morning. This morning, we're jumping ahead in God's story. We're reading from the book of Joshua. Joshua was a leader of God's people. Moses, remember from our story last week, led God's people out of Egypt. He led them through the wilderness for 40 years on the way to the promised land. It's a really long time to be on a journey. And when Moses got old, before he died, God told him to choose Joshua to be the new leader for God's people. And that's where we pick up our story today. Today we're reading the Battle of Jericho in your Spark Story Bible, or you can find it in Joshua chapter 6, verses 1 through 20. Listen and see what God is doing. The Israelites had finally gotten to the land that God promised. They stood outside the tall walls of a city called Jericho. God told Joshua that it was time for them to take over the city. So Joshua told the Israelites about God's plan. "Here's what we will do," said Joshua. Joshua counted off 7 priests from the group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You will each play a shofar. Time out! I bet you guys have never seen a shofar. It's a trumpet made out of an animal horn that people used during these times. Back to the story. Keep blowing all the time, even if your lips get tired. Next, Joshua looked at the soldiers in the group. Grab your weapons and walk in front of the priests. The rest of you walk behind the priests. Everyone needs to walk quietly. Any questions? Okay, let's go. The horns were loud. The people of Jericho could hear them through the thick stone walls of the city. What was happening? The Israelites kept walking. Left, right, left went their marching feet around the city. The Israelites wondered how God's plan was going to work as they looked at the thick city walls. The Israelites did this for 6 whole days. The people of Jericho watched every day. They had never seen anything like this before. Should they be afraid or should they laugh? On the 7th day, the Israelites got up at sunrise and walked around the city 7 times. After the 7th time, Joshua told the people to shout right after the priests blew their horns one last time. God's plan was for the walls to fall flat when the Israelites shouted. The Israelites shouted so loud the ground began to shake. The thick stone walls began to shake too, and soon they all started to crumble. Huge stones crashed to the ground. The wall came tumbling down. The Israelites got what God had promised. Guys, when God promises something, He never forgets His promise. I bet when the Israelites got to the promised land and found that there were already people living there, it would have been really easy for them to be discouraged. But God was with them. God told Joshua, "Be strong and courageous, because I am going with you and I will fight for you." Our story today reminds us that even when things seem impossible, God will help us. We can't do it without God. And it's a good thing that we don't have to. Because of Jesus Christ, God is with us all the time. He's in our hearts. And if He's not in your heart yet, today's a great day to invite Him to come in. Guys, I hope you have a great Sunday. Hope you have a great week at school, and we look forward to seeing you back next weekend. Bye, friends.
All my life, all I know, God's been good to my soul. Mountain high, valley low, I'm gonna sing wherever I go. All my life, all I know, God's been good to my soul. Mountain high, valley low, I'm gonna sing wherever mountain